Mute button? Wait for a little while. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So, Alright, so back to live streaming. Alright, let me get a drink. Birds. And do a quick little. Oops, if I spill. Didn't that go up? Alright. Gotta do shameless promotion and all that stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, we got 3 people. We can start. So, First up, we'll do Karuba. Where is that? There's the button. There we go. Alright, I wanted a transition. No, I don't have transition set up. Anyways, this is Karuba. For anybody who hasn't played, it is a game where you're laying down these pathways, like so. Focus. And they're either two curved, 3, and the awesome 4s. So what's going to happen is randomly these tiles will be drawn, and you are trying to get your little cool explorer meeples, if I can find the camera, to their matching temple. So how this works is I will be pulling tiles, so if you have Karuba yourself, you can play along too. The only thing we can't do is we can't do the gems. Normally you would get a gem 5, 4, 3, 2 based on whose color first got to their temple. So if this guy got to the temple for other players, I'd get the 5, and then so on down. So that's the only scoring mechanic we can't do. This is not even the right color. I thought I sorted my game better. Maybe I didn't. So anyways, so all we have to do is set up our boards identically, and you put a temple on one side. Do another temple here. Let's do a temple there, and a temple right there. And then on these other two sides, you put explorers. There we go. So all you need to do is orient your board like mine. I'm pretty sure I legally placed these there. I don't know if it matters a whole lot, as long as they're like not right next to each other. And before we start, I picked this up from Urban Winery, the Pomfidel. I actually really like this type of wine in a can that they have, but they're still open, as you can see, and if you look in the description you can see a link to their GoFundMe or for their website where you can place an order and pick it up. They have a short range for delivery, but you can at least order and pick it up. They have a spot out front reserved, so like you can quickly jump in and get a drink. Also, this Karuba game, if you're interested, Labyrinth, which the link is in the description, they still have some copies left, and you can buy it online. You can pick it up at Henry's, I think, or you can go, they deliver short range. They're trying to expand upon that, but you can get that game. It's available, and you can enjoy it. And if we do this again, you can actually play with your own board. So, alright, so the rules of this game. Oh, I forgot. There's a couple other things to mention. For those who haven't played, there are gems. Crystal and gold. Some of these tiles, like none of the ones I can find, like this, has a diamond on it. So when you place it on the board, you have to put the matching gem on it. So in this case, I would place a diamond on it. And if you end one of your explorers on that spot, you can pick it up and you get points. I believe the gold are worth more than the silver for some reason. And I can quickly look. Yes, gold is 2, crystals are worth 1 point. So how this game works, I will flip over a tile, and then you all will take that tile from your stack and place it on the board. There's 36 tiles, so that means there's 36 moves. We keep on going till then. The rules of placing is they have to be within the grid, and you cannot rotate them. So you can't. The numbers have to be up in the upper left-hand corner, like so. You can place them anywhere on your board, but like if I did this, that would completely block yellow's path and no points from that person. As I said, we go all through all 36 or until somebody hits all 4 of the temples with their explorers. You do that, game instantly over, you win. It rarely happens. Another thing you can do, if you notice each tile is either a 2, a 3, or a 4. Ooh, sweet, I found it. If this is how you get your explorers, instead of placing a tile, you can discard it and move as many spaces as there's exits. So 2 spaces, up to 2 spaces, up to 3 spaces, up to 4 spaces. So if this person was here and you discard this 29, that is a 3 space, you can move up to 2 spaces. No explorer can go through each other, so keep that in mind. And I think that's about it. Yeah. Person with most points wins, or if you get to all 4. So if you're playing this and you don't have the game, you can just make yourself a 5 by 6 grid, and you could just draw the shapes and put the number there if you want. Yeah, and that's about it. I think we're ready to start. So here we go. First tile. Oh, I gotta get my app started because it's pointless. But feel free to chat if you have any questions. I do have the chat window open that I can see and answer questions or read, or, if I did something wrong, you can point it out. But, all right, to start us off. Oh, also about you can place tiles anywhere you want. So the first tile is 5. It's a 3-way, so I could place this here if you want, and that's kind of a strategy sometimes, is to make sure. Yeah, this right here, this is pretty good. So, give people a little bit of time, but you can always just pause, especially if you're on replay. Pause and just go at your own leisure. Next number up is 28. No gems yet. Sure that looks... Yeah, that's good. Right there. Sorry it's not focusing as much. Just the camera I have. Alright, 25. Yeah, this is a 4-way one, so make good use of it. Too early to use it for movement. Alright, 15, and our first diamond. So we'll put this here and find out where I put my diamond, and put the diamond there. So, once again, if you move over it, like if this person's there and moves 1, 2, they don't get the diamond. You actually have to end your turn on that space. So, next we have 19. That seems like a good place. Or if you want to move your guy, you just discard it and move 1 character up to that many spaces. People cannot go through each other, so you might have something going on there if you don't strategically move them. Mostly. Alright, let's see. Let's go. This is my one discolored one. 18. I don't know why I have a discolored one here, but I do. It is definitely possible and more than likely that people will cut off connections to temples. And there's no replacement pieces. Once they're down there, they're down. Alright. 26. Oh man, we got another 4. Need 4. Let's do... Man. Sure. That's not too bad. No. Alright, come on, good one. 20. That's not too bad. I'm just going to go ahead and put that 20 there so we can start some double movement. Alright, next we have is 4. Do not like this one, so I'm going to start my double movement. So I discard this one because I don't like the 4 and the diamond. And if you're playing with just paper, I'll make sure you see them so you can know if when you place it down on the tile to note that it has a diamond. But I'm going to move 2 because there's 2 exits. 1, 2. So exit there, exit there, exit there counts as 2 different exits. All right, next up. 11. 11 of a diamond. So this is actually pretty good too. Yeah, we're going to do that. Because they need to move that way. And potentially this person can move on a 3. But let's keep on going. Now we have another 3 and to the right with a diamond, a 2 and to the right. But it's number 3, so that's a good place. I got my paths lined up. Now I just need to get there. 33 vertical and a diamond. Just like a good place. All the diamonds coming out. Alright. Slow down a little bit, because sometimes people are unsure where they want to put things. Want to think it out a little more. Alright. 29. It's 3 space. So I can't do this because purple, you can't move through each other, so I couldn't move him to the diamond. So that means I need to waste it or... Damn. Guess we'll do this because I need a vertical here. But that's not good. I need to start building over here. So blue can move, so purple can move. Get on their way. Alright, this is a nice one. This is 27. Not that nice. It's a 2 space and a diamond. I am going to discard it and just move 1 space and have blue claim a diamond for 1 point. Not the best, but I needed to do something. I didn't have good angles of that. Could have put it there, but then that would cut off half my explorers. As I throw the 10 with a diamond on it. But I can discard this to move this person 2. So, oh wait, this is a vertical there? Anyways, I don't need it, but I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't think my people are going to get far. 36, that's good. Get them moving up. 36, no special stuff. We haven't seen a gold yet. Does that mean the rest of my piles are going to be golds? Alright, let's do this. 2. That's a horizontal 2. I'll put it there. I think that's a good space. Because if I have that vertical, it just ruins that. Oh, I don't like that. Oh no, that's the place. Need there. There. That's a safe place. Whether gold will actually move and get there is another question. But mixing up my stack. And now we have 22 with a right turn down. Don't like any of that. Do not like it. I could do this. Or I could just use it to get blue to move 1. Oh, doing awful. Need more verticals. Alright, here we go. 21. Right turn. This is awful too. Alright, well, we'll waste that for that. If you didn't see, it has nothing on it. My apologies for not showing them well. Oh, this doesn't look good. Alright, 32 vertical. 32 vertical with the gold. There we go, first gold. Hopefully purple can pick that up. And either a 4-way or 3-way next. Come on, 17. No gem. But I can do that. But I need to start moving people. Alright. There we go. 6. That's what we needed. Now 2 of them have a clear path. And 35. So 35 nothing on it. I can't use that, so I'm going to move 1, 2. So once again, I didn't stop on 32 this spot, so therefore I don't get a gem or gold. And now we have 23. It's another 3. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm going to discard a 23 on it to move 1, 2, 3. Technically, I don't know if anybody else has gotten their blue person yet. We'll see. All right. Right angle 9. Actually, that's pretty good. Get another gem out there. I only need one more tile, and it's all connected. And then I have to spend the rest moving them around. Just need that 3-way. All right. Or a 4-way. But instead of using it as the 4-way connection there like I should, I can use it to move 1, 2, 3, 4 and get that gem. Made a lot of progress there. I think that's going to help me in the long run. There's a 7. I'm just going to put that there because we need to connect that. It's about time. If you are not paying attention, we have, 9 tiles left. So plan accordingly. Feel free to look at your tiles, whether there's 2, 3s, or 4, so you know how many moves. The person who's dealing it out, playing bingo like the bingo caller, they don't get to look at their tiles. So if you play with other people, make sure the person who is aware of that. All right, now we have 3 exit with a 30. Let's go for the brown. 1, 2, 3. So each just needs a 2. You'll get there. Da, da, da. All right. 13. 13 with a diamond, which I'm just going to discard to move 2. Have you gotten your brown yet? That's 5 points, if you did, before me. All right, so 14 in gold. Well, obviously, there's no point for me to try to place anything because no one's going to get anything. I don't know if I'll be able to get gold all the way there, but going for purple. 24. 3-way. 1, 2, and 3. Purple. She's getting all the goods. All right. 1, number 1. Which is 2 spaces, so 1, 2. I don't think orange is going to make it. 3. Let's use a big one on 1, 2, 3. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, and I have 3 tiles left. As long as they're not all 2s, then I'll do it. But hey, look, there's a 31. 1, 2. Hey, look at Jim. All right, if somebody does not get all 4 of them there, then it's just whoever has the most points. We have 2 tiles left. 16. Which I will do for you. 1, 2, just in case the final one is, it is what it is, the final one. I can only get one of them in, and it's a 34. With a gold, but it doesn't matter about the gold. Dun, dun, dun. And that is 5 unless you got purple there. So my total points would be, you added points, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points for just gems. And then adding in these 3 things if no one else got there before me, that would be 22. I don't know if those playing along want to chime in the chat to say how much they got. My high score in this game is 24. I don't know if I'm blazing too fast for people, but 22. But we can play that again. Not too bad to set up. We'll play that again before we get to the other game. But like I said, Urban Winery is still taking orders. Call/order ahead. Easy pickup. And it's real simple, especially if you're in walking distance. But like I said, if you need to drive to pick it up, they do have one of those red caps on the parking meter out front that you can just pull up, go in, grab your stuff, pay for it, run away. They're open. They say open every day. They were open yesterday, but I think it was just a special occasion that they were not open yesterday. Their website advertised they're Monday through Friday, 2 to 8, I think. Yeah. But, yeah. Once again, also, if you like this game, or you want to get this game, or you know somebody who wants to get this game, Labyrinth has this in stock. Description. Go in the description. There's a link to the store. You'll have to do a search for the game, but it's there. And I'm just mixing up all the tiles off here on the side. So when we play, it'll be maxed up again. Just trying to get the camera to focus a little bit. But yes, I'm just re-looking up to make sure I didn't mess up how to place the things before. I can't find it on here. I don't know. As long as they're not like adjacent to each other, that's all that matters. All right, let's put temples first. I'm gonna shake it up in my hand. Not that it matters too much, but let's do. Create the madness. All right, we'll start you down here. Start you here. Oh wow, that's not ideally the best plan. All right, we'll do that. All right, everybody ready set up to play again? All your tiles off to the side. But all right, let us go. Mixing up all the tiles over here, and you can hear it. Maybe you see my shadow though. That's all that matters. All right, first up we have 13 with a diamond. You want to see the pretty picture? Maybe focus. Focus, come on. You know what? You can see a 13 there. Man, this again? I didn't mean to do that again. Is this the setup exactly like I had it before? I think it's just different over there. But I feel like, no, if I move this, whatever. I need to get better at setting this up. Half the time, I usually just use the starting example in the book. All right, next we have 24. You know what? That looks like a good one right there. Up there. I don't know if the shadow is causing anyways. I don't have as tall of a thing, so it's hard to do a straight down shot with my camera situation. But alright, here we go. Next one is 27 with a diamond, which I am totally getting that diamond. See, it's already different. It's already different. Alright, now we have a 16 with a gold. Where do we want that? Yeah, yeah, hopefully the blue comes back that way and gets it. It was pretty similar to, like I should have done like temple there and a person there. Oh, other games. Alright, sorry about that. 6. 3-way 6. Let's, oh, you know what, that's a good place right there, so I can start moving these people. That person can already move. Four-way 8. Now this is powerful. Let's get this right here. No, let's do that. Remember, you can, if you use that to move, you can move up to 4. So you can only move, you can move 1 or just 2. You cannot split the movement across multiple explorers. Only 1 explorer per. All right, here is number 18. Yeah, 18 is going to go up there. Seems like a good place. All right, now we have 29. Where is a good place for this? Nowhere. So I'm going to actually discard it to move 1, 2, 3. It's pretty early to discard, but Professor, he felt he needed to. Next we have 12. That's another 3-directional one. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Yeah, we're going to stick with that. Nine with a curve. 9 with a curve and a gem. I'm going to discard that to move. Let's move you twice. Purple, getting all the gems again. Alright. 11 with a gem. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Maybe brown can get that gem on the way out. Because next we have 33 vertical with a gem. Looks like a good place to put it. All right. 26. 4-way intersection. All right. Now, this seems like a good thing to do. I need to get purple all the way so I can start moving. That's the thing. You gotta decide whether you're gonna move more people or build the land. I feel like I build the land more than I move. All right, 23. It's a sideways T. Right. If only I had brown. Brown can make it. 2. Well, we know what to do with this 2. Actually, what do we do? Well, you know what? We can connect that. So why don't we connect that? Yeah, don't like this style. No. Well, that's not too bad. 15 with a diamond on it. If I didn't have that four-way there, I would have excluded the yellow from being gotten. Which then, if I did that, I would have to like move this person out of the way so the blue can come through. Let's go for this one, which is a 35 vertical. Which we will use this to move this guy 1, 2 spaces. Yeah. Now purple's in the way of everybody. 5 in a 3-way direction. Now I could prep and get it there and prep for this to come down, but I like moving 3. 1, 2, 3. Are you going to beat me to purple? I don't think so. Well, I need 3 more. But we have 17, which is 2. You can only move 1. You can move 2, but yeah, who cares about the gym, right? 1, 2. Or let's put this. No, because yeah, do that. Because I need this to turn at least. I can't just have it go vertically. Another 36. Or another vertical too, I should say. 1, 2. 30. There we go. It's only helpful in the sense that I can use this to do 1, 2, and 3. Capital. Captured the temple. Did you get there before me with 5? With your purple? Alright. Alright. Let's get the next one. 10. The right curve. I got nothing here with this. So I'll discard it and move 2. Alright, I gotta finish up that. So orange can get out of the way for brown. It's not gonna be anytime soon because we have a 19, which is a horizontal 2 space. I don't think blue's ever getting out. Alright, we have a 22. This is not... Oh, that's good. I was talking about can't get blue out. Blue's out. Huzzah. Alright, let's do 21. If only these things could rotate. But I can move blue 1, 2. So everybody's on the board. Orange is backing up the line. Still backing up the line. You know, orange is going to have to move out of the way. 2 spaces. Another 2 spacer with a diamond. Where's like, is there only one right angle? But I should have another, I don't know. Alright, but 1, 2. One. But I can use it to get brown to where he needs to be. Da, da, da. I guess I can put that there. So the question is, did you get brown before to the temple before I did? All right. What's next? What's next? Next is 34. I don't think orange or yellow is getting to the temple. but blue will. Blue will. Alright, just shuffling. After every time I do a pile, I do shuffle them around. So that's what the noises. 14, another 2, and it has gold. If you did not see. Gold. 1, 2. Alright, there's still 6 tiles left. 28. Seriously. Yeah, orange, you're never getting there. Never getting there. Poor orange, right? Alright, so 5 more tiles. Oh, look. 3 with a diamond. 1, 2. Alright, blue. We got blue there. Alright, so next we have the awful 4. It's awful because I can't really use it. Except for to let orange move 1 space. Because you can't rotate. Ah, watch this one. If one of these, if I draw 3, oh, I did it. Did it. There's a 4. Oh, wait. If this last tile is not a 3, which it could be, I lose. Or I don't lose, I just don't get my 4th person to thing. Is a 2. Gosh darn it. Orange is so close. So close. But, yeah, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points plus 15. Did you get more than 20 points? Did you beat me to a couple of those locations? You'll have to let me know in the comments or tweet at me. Trying to look at my stats for the game. Player. The stats. I've played it 7 times. 77 win percentage. Oh no, 7 wins, 9 plays. 2 of those wins were from today, because I don't have other people's scores. But if you played with me, let me know and I can update those scores. Perhaps send a picture of your layout on the Twitters. But yeah, that was Karuba. We played it twice. Let me know what you think. Once again, it is available for purchase at Labyrinth, and it's fun. There is a Karuba card game. I got my nephew it. I have never played it. I meant to play it and went to go see my brother's family. I was like, yeah, this would be a nice gift since he's getting into board games. So that's where that went. But if you played it, let me know how it is, and if I do need to track it down. But in the meantime, I gotta quickly set up, talk amongst yourselves, or talk to me, as I set up the next game, Railroad Inc. I think we'll maybe play it once or twice. We'll start with Deep Blue Edition, because it's up on the logo on the screen, and because it's considered like the easier. You'll have to let me know if you want to play with dice or not. Get all the markers out. Just play the base game for now. I got a slightly different setup for this. Hopefully this works. I think it will. Oh, if I had that set up better, we could have. Oh, do I have time to do that? Let's see. Quickly do this. Railroad Inc. Board. I should be able to do this real quick, right? You high quality? You might be high quality enough. Alright, hold on a second. And I'll get this nice and pretty. But how did everybody do in the game? It's doing fine, but I admit I am not locked down as much because I have to go to work every morning. Get up at 6 a.m. every morning and drive into work. And I'm out at 5. And no, sorry, not 5. I'm out at noon, and then I drive home, and then I do work at home and try to be done at a reasonable time, which is not always the case. So I just haven't been able to think and focus, clear my mind as much as I'd like. But all right, let's see about positioning this. Let's move you down in the hierarchy. Oh, this might work out nicely. I'm just setting up my layout because I didn't think of that before. And I have a cool layout for this next game since it has more important aspects to it. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. All right, we're ready to start this. Hey, check out that. That's fancy. I'm professional, right? Anyways, yeah. So once again, we can't meet at Urban Winery, which we normally do the first Tuesday of every month. Can I do it like this? Shadowing. Anyways, first Tuesday every month we meet at Urban Winery. It is a local downtown Silver Spring local place that it sells good wine and other refreshments and foods. They're still open. If you follow the link in the description or up above, as you see the link to GoFund the staff, as well as their home site that you can order stuff, as well as, hey, look, Labyrinth Games, they sell board games. I don't think they have Railroad Inc. in stock right now, unfortunately, but they do have Karuba, formerly in the previous game we were playing. I had to do this real quick. And so support them if you can. And we're just gonna put this right here. I'm just trying to make it a little bit larger. Yeah. Why I didn't just do it. Anyways, I just didn't think about adding this cool little diagram of the board. One more time. We're almost there. I did not want to do that. Almost there, just alignment. There we go. That's better. All right. Yeah. So what's in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen is the top part of the board up here. You can see all the different aspects of this game. Basically, you're just trying to make this awesome, interconnected system of trains and highways. As this falls off, what's going to happen is I'm going to roll these dice, 6-sided dice. Each dice, I believe, is different, or maybe not. These 3 dice are the same. This dice is different. So what happens, we'll play 7 rounds. I roll the dice, and you have to draw every single one of those sides of the dice on your board here. If you notice that, highways, railroads, highways, railroads. So this is a 7x7 grid with a 9 square in the middle, and these alternate highways, railroad, highway, railroad, highway, railroad. So if you're playing at home, you don't have this game yet, you can go ahead and make yourself a grid like so. I think they're having a Kickstarter coming up with a Railroad Inc. challenge, next expansion or whatever. I don't know the basics of it because it comes out next week. But keep in mind, this will get you excited for that. So as I said, I'll play 7 rounds. I roll the dice. Up here, also wanted to show you over there. Right there, exactly. These are all the dice faces. These are all the dice faces you'll see. This one fancy dice is the only one that has intersections. So these three right here are only on this one die. These are all like single dice. So what's going to happen is, like, I'm just going to do one example round like this. So I had to draw all 4 of those, and I'll try to arrange these so you can see them, but they're pretty clear. As I get my eraser wrong, hopefully oh, this is not a good pin. Yeah, that's good enough. All right, so I have a road. So what I can do is draw a road here. And what's helpful is if you put a number. So that's the turn. It's hard to see, but that is, in that little white box, you put the number so you know what turn it is. So you're like, oh, turn 1, I see that I've already put the highway, the straight highway, so I'll know not to do that. But then I'm going to do this for the T highway. And then I have a railroad, so let's do this railroad right here. And lastly, you'll see that one has a block. This block and any black dot mean it is it's a transfer station. So that means it's the only way you can get highways and railroads connected. So if you were to get this highway railroad overpass, like so, like you can see on the thing right below the dice. Focus, whatever. Anyways, you get the idea. It's right there. If you were to draw that, like if I were to draw this, erase this. If I were to draw the highway overpass, this highway overpass right there, these two would not be connected. These are 2 different systems, and why that's important is because at the end of the game, there's a couple scoring things. You want the most interconnected, best system in your town. You're scored on these aspects up here, which, that's another reason why I wanted to, orienting this is really hard. Anyways, you can see it there, but these are the scoring. The first is the red arrows, and if you see red arrow, red arrow, red arrow, red arrow, there are 9 red arrows. No, 12 red arrows, because math. So you count up each interconnected system you had. Like if I had these 2 are connected, and this, and then say that was how it's connected. You would count up, you pick one system and count up how many arrows it touches. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you go over here like not 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get 12 points. This has 3, 12 plus 8, 20 points. So you would put 20 points in this first blank here. So you want the most interconnected, because if you get all 12, you get 45 points, and you're sitting pretty, most likely. All right, so that's the exits. If you have any questions about the exits, let me know. We'll go over that. We can also go over that during scoring. But once again, want a bunch of interconnecting systems. Next, we have a picture of a highway here. This highway means, hey, you get 1 for each square of highway. For each square your longest highway takes up, you get a point. So if your highway was here to here, that's 7 points. So you put a 7 there, and it can go around. Once again, it only goes across this. It goes until it hits like dead ends or one of the black transfer points. Also, it can't double back on itself, so it's the longest contiguous, just like in Ticket to Ride. So longest highway, and then you have the longest railroad. Same story, just railroads. Now there's a box. There's a box here. So it's really far away from all the exits. But for every square you fill in, you get 1 point. So you can get a max of 9 points. Simple. So you can strategize to get all that stuff, but then you're not as likely to connect to all of the exit points. Then we have the X, or lastly, we have the X with a circle around it. The reason why that's important is because you can't just draw willy-nilly like that. Basically, for every, let's just do this. For every road, path, highway, railroad, whatever, that doesn't end in the wall or an exit and just ends out like that, you get minus a point. So any uncompleted, unconnected passageways is negative points towards you. You don't want that. Lastly is a star. We're just not doing stars, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, you notice that there's big big squares, blocks up there. Those are not on any dice. What those are special, special drawings that you can do. I forget exactly what they're called. Yeah, special routes. There's 6 of them, but every time you use one, you have to put an X through it. So you just mark it off. So you can, each one of them is one-time use. But you can only use up to 3 of them and only 1 per round. So I will call out like, hey, if you haven't used one of these, you should use one of these. But one-time use, match up the sides. Any of these can be rotated, any of these dice, as long as they keep the same. Like, as long as it's still a right angle, you're fine. But whoever has the most points at the end wins, and that is Railroad Inc. I'll pause a little bit for the video to catch up if anybody has any questions, but if you do not have the game, just draw yourself a grid, 7x7 grid, and then I can zoom in. It's just highway, railroad, highway, and then it just alternates. So railroad, railroad, highway, 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 railroad. So it kind of alternates. 2 railroads, highway, 2 highways, railroad. So, but otherwise, we can get going. Feel free to ask questions or pause along the way. If I'm going a little too fast, my apologies. But we're just doing the base game, which is the 4 dice. There's a red and blue box. Blue is a little bit, quote-unquote, nicer. But that includes rivers and lakes in the blue box. The red box has volcanoes and asteroids. They destroy stuff. So, but to start us off, I hit my timer because I track it too much. Those are our dice. Must use all 4 of those dice. And you can watch me as I do this and pretend I know what I'm doing. Dun, dun, dun. Let's do a highway right here. I'm usually better at drawing than that. I will try to show my board to everybody when I'm done, just so you can see what I'm doing. Make sure I'm not cheating. I don't get enough points to cheat. Alright, got 2 of them done. Now, let's do this. And let's turn here, because I want to get some intersections. Now this is what I drew so far. You see, I use all 4 of the dice. I'm choosing not to use any of the special routes. But they're all connected. Now, you can't just, unlike Karuba, you can't just draw anywhere. You have to start from, either it has to be connected to it has to be connected to a route. So whether it starts at an exit or starts at a route that's already on the board, you have to do it that way. So, all right, here we go. We got 2 of these. Oh wow, we got 3 of these railroad tees. Oh, I really wish I didn't do that, because I could have connected that highway there. Yeah. Do I want to go? I want to get the highway connected. Oh, I can do that. Can't do that. Maybe if I did this. Yeah, drawing numbers upside down is hard, so I'm going to do numbers my way. You have to deal with it. killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Oh, did that just like super work out? Did. That's my 2s, all in that nice little corner in the middle. Erase this, make it look a little more pretty. All right in the middle there, my 2s. Yeah, and now because I use the intersection right here, at that spot right there, this is connected. I mean, it's still only 1 exit, which is bad, but this is only round 2 of 7, and now it's time to move to round 3. All right, so another 2 T's. Wow, it's just like Railroad City here. But I have a straightaway, so I'm going to take care of the straightaway here. Turn 3. So now I'm connected to 2 intersections. So straightaway done. Do this. Yeah, I'm not going to get every intersection. So I got 2 of them. Yep, you're going to be a right angle. One, 2, and lastly, we're going to do so started down there with my first 3 to connect that, and then up here I drew 2 a right angle. I don't know if I can fix this camera any. Yeah, it seems good enough. I wish there was a better focus on it, but yeah. And so those are those 2 T's. So let's go for round 4. All right. Once again, there's no penalty to use any of the special routes. So if you want to, need to, go for it. I'm going to connect here. Then we have a right angle. So now we have 3 exits connected. Man, this is a railroad city. I don't know if that's good or bad. Alright, I think I got all of them. Yeah, so I got 2 4s down at the bottom there. And then 2 4s up at the top right there to get 3 connections. We'll try to connect that to get a 4th. To get a straightaway, 5. That'd be worth 16 points, not too bad. Alright, this is turn 5. Now, at this point, if you haven't used any of the special routes and you want to, now you got to, because 3 rounds left. Now they don't take any of your other dice actions, but they do require to use them, and they can count as bad penalties. I do not want to connect those 2. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use a specialty here. First I'm going to do this. Don't want that. What to do here? Yeah, so I need 2 railroads. So I'm going to use one of my specialties. Let's do 2 railroads and 2 highways. Alright, so I drew 1. 2 of them. Alright, so I still need 1 more. Stop drawing on my nose. Let's You know what? I'm going to do that. It's going to give me some negative points, but it's bound to happen, right? Use the overpass. So these two are not connected yet, but I got that moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have one more left. I think I need to do one more turning railroad track. Which I'm going to do right here. It's probably not the best of moves, but I did it. Alright, so we have the special right there. And we got that straight, and then we have this turn, and then we have that overpass, which does not connect those bottom two to the rest of my awesome system up here, and then lastly we have a turn there. All right, this is turn 6. All right, we have a bunch of highways, which is not what I want, So let us draw this highway going up. I mean, I still get points for that if they're not connected, but I prefer them to be connected. So right now, this thing is connected to 3. Connected to 4. Yeah, it's so like if it were to end now, this would only be worth 8 points. But if I connected to here, even if I get minus 2 points, it's still a net gain of 4. If I do this highway overpass thing right up here. So I'm going to take negative 2 points because I'm not going to connect that. Unless I get a turn, which I can. So as long as it goes off the board or hits an exit, it does not count as negative points, which I'll show you after I do my last 2. I have another T intersection I need to do. It's a highway T. I would do over here to stop any negative points, but I need a long highway. So I'm banking that I get a conversion transfer right here from railroad to highway. But I did 6, 6, and then I did do 2 6s over here, and then I'm going to do my special. So if we're going to continue this highway fun, so these are interconnected. So I did this one up here, and so it's a straight highway and a straight railroad connected. So this continues my longest highway, and if I get a railroad right there, I'm going to have a super sweet long railroad going going some of the way. So, but this is the last round, round 7. And did I get anything good? I did not get the intersection I was hoping for right there. I don't know if I'll use a fancy thing, but I will use the straight railroad right here to connect them, because that will connect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is a nice little 24 points. I need a highway turn. Ooh. Make that 8. Up there. Highway turn and a highway overpass. You do the highway turn here. If I did that, and I could use a 4-way highway to extend it one more. Alright, I know what I'm going to do. Extend this highway out a little bit. Let's do this. So I am going to do the four-way intersection highway. So that's my third. Then I'm going to pull on the cable so the camera gets messed up. I'm going to do this because this will make my highway longer and my railroad. So 7, 2, 3, 4. I didn't draw one of them. What did I not draw? No, I draw 1, 2, 3. So I added that 7 up top there to connect that, and then I have 7 there to connect and connect. So and this is my final board. Let's add up the points. So once again, start left side with exits. So my thing is just one giant connected thing. So that's good because 1 exit, 2 exit, 3 exit because it's connected to overpass, 4 exit because it's connected to this transfer, 5 exits because it's connected. This isn't connected there, but it connects over here. Since this is a transfer, it's still connected. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got 9. Only one system, so I only get a total of 32 points. But like if I had 2 sections, it wouldn't be exponentially better, but it would still count. Like if this was cut in half right here, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 plus 4 is 28. So by having this 1, 7 here, I got 4 extra points. Also didn't get any negative points for dead ends. Now my longest highway. So I pick a highway location, start from one end, and count each square it travels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got 9 points. Now longest railroad, so this will be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's another reason why I want to add this underpass, because it extends it a little more. Gave me a longer highway of 12. And like I said, you can't double back or anything. It's just longest straight line. Straight line. All right, center square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 out of 9. And then now for dead end. So once again, if it doesn't go off the edge or hit an X arrow, it is a dead end. So I'm just putting X's. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have minus 8 points. So now I do pull up the calculator to add up your points. My grand total was 50. Let's see, my best is 65 in this game. But yeah, 50 is not too bad. My average score is about 47. I'm curious if the 65 was when I played with one of the expansions, because sometimes those expansions can really get you a lot of points, especially at the lake, because this has the lake, and the lake you fill in empty areas with part of, you're like, oh, if 3 sides of this is empty, it becomes a lake. Nope, this is the river dice. So here's the river dice where it has rivers and roads that go over it and curves of rivers. They're a little bit more of a nuisance, but I'm pretty sure I got that 65 with these lake dice, because not only do they have sides of lakes, as you can see, they have they have these docks, and so lakes can connect roads across the lake. So you can get a good amount of points there. You fill in. I think on my Instagram you can see maybe a posting of one of my rivers, but you can see my board. You can see what I've done. One of my lakes in the past. But I'll post this on Instagram later. See what people are missing out on, right? So, care to go again? Do you want to try with one of the pairs of dice? Do you want to switch to the red? Well, I guess we would only switch to red if you wanted to try one of the fire volcano dice. But we can stick with something nice and easy if you want to go back with stick with this one and do some rivers or lakes. Read out the instructions. I will admit, I have only played the rivers and lakes once or twice before. Now it's just solo. I gotta clean these boards a little more. Get some Kleenex or Windex. So, which one adds a little more? Yeah, there's. Unless somebody unless somebody has an opinion, I might add a river dice. The good thing about the expansions they included with the game is that when you're playing them, it's completely optional. So therefore, if somebody wants a harder challenge, they can draw the rivers. If someone doesn't, they don't have to. You're not forced to draw it like in the base game where you get to draw every dice. So example of the rules, it's a different type of route. Cannot use the connect to exits because obviously those are trains and highways. They can create a river. Rivers cannot be crossed unless you have like the crossing as shown with that or that right there. And I know it's hard to see, so I'll make sure we point them out when I roll them. Main difference, this star for scoring here now counts as your longest river. So you want a super long river. So changes are 6 rounds. So we're playing 6 rounds instead of 7. You do not have to draw any river dice if you don't want to, but you still have to draw all your route dice. Rivers don't have to be connected to pre-existing rivers when you're drawing them, so it could be just like a random. You can use just the road part or just the railroad tracks part. River, you can't dead end to any other type of road, obviously, as mentioned. But rivers do count as errors. So if you draw, so say I did this, and then I have fancy awesome river right there. Look at my fancy awesome river. This will count as an X, and this will count as an X if they're not going off the board or connected to another river. So keep in mind, you can get a lot more negative points playing with rivers. So at the end of the game, you choose one river and count the points. Count the squares. So each square it takes will give you 1 point. Also, just a reminder, sorry if it's PSA, but Urban Winery is still open. Normally every first Tuesday of every month we play board games there. Sell wine and other good things, but right now, as you can see in top rates, you can either, if you want to support them, you can GoFund, it sends them some money, or you can go to their store, pick up stuff. This is their Pomfidel. I actually like it a lot. Wine in a can. Forget exactly how much they cost, but if you go to their menu order online, they'll have all the prices. You can pay, order ahead of time and then pay when you get there. They do short range delivery right now. They also have they said they did this past Sunday a yoga and wine tasting, which they said they're going to do again because they said they had a good success with it. So if you like yoga and wine tasting, keep that in mind. Also, if you like Some of these board games, feel free to go to, I'm just adjusting the OCD design layout person in my head got me. It was too close to the bottom. Anyways, Karuba, the game we were previously playing, is available at Labyrinth right now. They do short-range delivery at the moment, as well as pickup at Henry's, which is near them. Railroad Inc. is currently, I don't think they have in stock, but they're adding new games like every day. So be on the lookout. You should get this game. It's fun. Plays up to 6 people. The box contains 6 boards. So all it takes is buying multiple boxes, and you can play more and more people, which is nice. There's no like get to the point first thing like in Karuba. So it makes it a little bit better for these play-alongs right now. So, but my only take back is that there's no point comparison when you're playing single player. It's just kind of like, how much points did you get? All right, is that better in your, like, some games have a point comparison. Hey, did you get this many points? You did good. And so, like Parks, it gives you, hey, you can, if you get this much points, you did a good job. You had a good vacation. If you didn't, then you should try stop to smell the roses, as I say. All right, so we will start this up again. Hope you're ready. Client, remember, we're doing rivers. You do not have to draw the rivers if you don't want to. These are both curves. Both the rivers are curves, so if you want to use the curved river, go for it. I will try to always use at least one river just to mess my game up completely. So we're going to start with a curve right here. So I got 2 curves, and it felt like a good place to use it. After you can see what I'm doing. Like, where do I want the water to go? I do have a straight railroad, so let's do this straight railroad. All box up to the corner. There's no like points for using so much space outside of the middle here, so something to keep in mind. And I'm going to draw my first river. Let's hope I get a railroad. Once again, this is only 6 rounds, so I'll keep in mind for up here, let you know. That's what I drew. There's my river. It's turning. I only did 1 river. At least 1 river, unless I get something really good. Alright, and we got 2 curves. I'm not getting good stuff, so let's keep this going. Oh, man. Do not like these. Let's go another straight. Man, why am I going to do... Huh. I got all the intersections here, or overpasses. So I used 1. So I need that straight, so I can't put, I had 1 more turn. I guess I'll do a turn here. That makes sense, because if I do a turn here, then I can do a water turn here. So I see I did these 2, got that one, and then up at the top here, where it's hard to show, I got a river right there, and then a turn, railroad. I did that right, right? Yeah, I did that. All right. Round 3. All right, I got 2 straight waters. Oh, 2 straight waters. I do not like that. I do not like any of my dice rolls. I mean, awful dice. Am I going to use the intersection? Yeah, I'm going to have to use the intersection just because I like to connect some of these stuff. Wait, no. Let's... If I did this... All these overpasses. It's so awful. And then this... Yeah, I think I need to do... 1, 2... I mean... I think I need... Man. I'm going to draw... Yeah, I'm going to do... 4-way railroad. So I marked off that 4-way. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did not draw. What did I draw? I did not draw a straight or turning road. Oh man. Do not know what I'm doing. I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. I need to do a straight railroad. I don't want to do it there because I'm going to need crossing a river. Can't do it there. Can't do it there. Let's... I don't have any good... Something's got to give. Think this is going to give. Alright. So... Railroad tracks. Get curve. And there's a river. And then 3. That was not a good turn. Alright, 4. So, if you have not done one of the special routes, you need to do special routes now. Man, a straight and a curve. We're going to do the special routes. If you want to use all 3. Just... Sorry about that. The cable in my way, so it's throwing off my game. That's my excuse. Yes, the cable. River, river, river. I'm using 2 rivers just to get some more points. This is 4. This is 4. I need a road. I think I'm gonna draw... Ooh, I got that intersection here. There we go. Things are looking up, right? That's what that means? Maybe. Because this is now connected. I need to get that connected. I need to get more stuff connected. Do have a highway turn, which I will use the highway turn right here. Because that is not the most beneficial. I really like a railroad turn here. I think I'm gonna use a highway T here. We're on 4, right? Yeah, we're on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, have I used everything? I've used everything. Alright, I'm good. Alright. I can save my specialty 1 for next turn. Turn 5. Oh, there is finally the railroad crossing the water, and yet I messed up there. And can't do it there. So, pooey. We got a highway turn here. The 5. Totally it's a 5. Trust me. Trust me. Oh look, we can have another highway. We've had so many overpasses. So many overpasses. Alright, 5, 5. Guess we'll turn the river. And I guess I could still use our railroad tracks. Alright, so I have one more turn with the highway. I want to use my special, so I guess I'm going to connect this. So, highway, railroad. Let's have a highway here. Railroad? Yeah, let's have a railroad. So we use this one up here, the highway railroad intersection. Because then we can hope for a straight highway, which I'm sure we won't get. Why would we get something helpful? Alright, so I have 2 curves. I don't have the T intersection. I could do the... Yeah, let's do the T intersection here. So they're connected. Do I want to do that, or do I want to move the T elsewhere? And connected. That's the important part. Connection. All right. That's round 6. Last round. All right. Everything. Man, 2 curves. I need to get those curves. Sucks is I'm not good at points here. Turn. Turn. You know, I still got a long river. Oh, now I get the turn. Oh, the highway. Highway of Doom with the over thingy. Is that the best thing to do? I didn't want it over there. I don't think there's any way you can connect that. Oh, wait. So, do this. 6. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Let me double think this. So, highway. So here's where it comes down to. Do I put the overpass there or there? If I put the overpass here, it is 1, 2, 3. If I put the overpass here, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 is better. Wait, right now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is a 4-point difference. 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's connected. Nothing. Nothing else gets connected. If I connected there, as 4 is 12 points, and then 1, 2, 3 would be 8, so that would be 20 points. If I just connected it there, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 2. 16 plus 4 is 20. Oh, either way, it is. I guess the better thing is how many connections will it eat up. That is the main thing. Or how many dead ends is it creating? Oh, plus I can always just use my 4-way right there, which I can connect a 4-way road. Either way, that happened. Alright, I got 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. 6, 6. Alright, oh man, I don't think I'm going to score that well. Alright, connecting points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 16 plus 1, 2, 3. That's 18. 8. So 16 plus 8 is 20. Ow, 4. So 24. Not as good as last round. Longest highway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, keep in mind, even though there are, what's it called? Can't find it. These, the transfers, like the black dot up here, if the highway continues or the railroad track continues, it still counts as a continuous road. So there is a transfer right there. It still counts. It's just used for connecting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not so good. Railroad, longest road. I might get some points here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we get 9. Not bad. Only 3 in the center. Now for the awful how many dead ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, there goes my railroads. Now from the longest river. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points. We add up this to see. Oh my gosh, is that a good round? Oh, let's see. 24 plus 6 plus 9. You have to listen and count. 40. An awful. Oh man. I mean, my average is what, 47, but still, that felt hurtful. Got so many like bad overpasses and highways. Did not do well. But how did you do? Let me know. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna take a picture of this one. You don't want to see a picture of this board. You can see it sort of there. Yeah, that wasn't very good. But, you know, it's good to try variants and such like that. But, yeah. So, feel free to watch this if you want to retry playing this. If you like this, let me know in the comments / on Twitter. And, well, I can look into other games that could be played like this. The welcome games might be able to play like this. I think I have 1 or 2 others, but this one is like one of the better ones because it doesn't have some other interlay like Karuba does. Like the first person grabs this. So, and people said like, oh, they do big groupings of Karuba. So unless you take out those point systems, grabbing the idol first, I don't know how you could do it with a group of people because everybody's like, oh, well, how come, you know, I could, if I was sitting at a different table, I could have grabbed one. You know, that just wouldn't necessarily be fair. I should pack these away. I should probably keep them out to clean, wipe down. But yeah, Deep Blue Edition, Blazing Red, exact same thing, comes in a nice little box. I still have this binding clip, paper clip, because I've only played it like once. You got these cool dice. Then you have lavas and volcanoes. There's a volcano side now. There's some rule about drawing volcanoes. I forget if it's like, if it's surrounded by something, draw a volcano. Lava dice. Yeah, if there's, they show an example in the back, if it's completely surrounded, you draw a volcano. So, I mean, that's another, could bust out this game, and as it starts to get warmer during this time, definitely could play the Blazing Lava. But that will do it for tonight. Thanks for joining. Hope you had some fun. And make sure you support those local businesses because they need your help if you can. That's good. But that'll be it. See you next time.